We're here at the LucasArts E3 booth talking with James Ohlen, the creative director and lead designer of Star Wars The Old Republic. James, thanks a lot for joining us.
Oh, it's great being here.
So, James, we're seeing The Old Republic. This is a game that obviously a lot of people have been waiting for a long, long time. Could you please give us an update and let us know what the team is working on at this point?
We're working on a lot of things. We have a huge team, and the scope of the project's really great. So we haven't talked about everything that we're working on at this particular E3. We're focusing on War Zones, which is our PvP solution. We also talked about the fact that we're going to have player ships, which I think is pretty exciting to a lot of people. It allows you to have a little bit of player housing, and it allows you obviously to travel the galaxy. So those are the two things that we've announced, and we are working on those. We're also working on other things that we haven't announced at this point, but that I think are also going to allay some of the fears of people who don't think we're going to be focused on the Elder game or other social aspects of the game, which we're very much focused on. So that's one of the messages we've wanted to get across is we are an MMORPG. We might be focused on bringing storytelling, but that doesn't mean we're going to have we're not going to have all the other features that are important to an online game.
Now, James, this year we had a really, really impressive-looking trailer to follow last year's really impressive-looking trailer, and apparently, I guess the two trailers were linked by way of story. Could you explain how the story behind the trailers?
Well, actually, this second trailer happened before the trailer we showed at the last E3. So this second trailer is about the battle for Alderaan, and it kind of sets the stage because the Sith do actually lose in this battle for what happens in the trailer we showed from last E3, which was the sacking of Coruscant. Some of the characters that you saw from are recurring. That's Darth Malgus, who's the Sith character. You'll notice that in this movie he gets injured. His face gets blown apart pretty badly. And that's why in the movie we showed last E3, he had the big face mask over the lower half of his face.
Makes sense. So, James, we understand another aspect of the game that we're talking about at E3 is the party-based multiplayer. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Well, obviously multiplayer is a huge part of our game, and it's going to figure into many different aspects, from storytelling, as you've seen our multiplayer storytelling, which allows 4 players to get into a party and actually all be involved in a conversation simultaneously, to combat, where you have all of your character abilities essentially working together to finish a battle that you wouldn't normally be able to finish by yourself. And each different class has a different role to play. If you're a Sith warrior, you'll be playing the role of a tank most often. If you're something like an Imperial agent, you're going to be doing some ranged DPS.
Okay, great. And James, I think a question that is on the minds of a lot of folks watching at home is, when is the game going beta, and when can people start hopefully getting into that beta?
Well, I can't talk about that yet. I can say that you can go to our website and sign up for some of our testing that we're doing, and that's about all I can talk about right now. So we're not really committing to timelines at this point for that. Okay,
fair enough. And James, just to wrap up, if you could remind us when the game is coming out and for which platforms?
Right now, it's coming out in the spring of 2011, and it's for the PC.
Great. Thank you so much, James.